Oh, hello. I'm back with day 28 of the FrankenGames, a video series in which I play every Frankenstein video game I can get a hold of. So we've already played a whole bunch because we're on day 28 of 31 days. So we're almost at the end. And we're creeping into this year. I think we're still in 2023, but we're getting close to the games that dropped like a month ago or something. So we're closing in because we are moving through chronologically. But before we talk about games, we're going to talk about a random quote from the book by Mary Shelley. Today's quote is, "Human beings, their feelings and passions, would indeed be degraded if such a wretch as I felt pride." So this is the creature once again kind of lamenting that he's a wretch and he's miserable, and if he felt pride, then human beings would be degraded because of that. Because if someone as lowly as him could feel pride in anything he does, then human beings are lowered because of it. Like, how dare this lowly creature feel pride when that's something only human beings have a right to? Like, it's something like that. I don't know if he's being sincere, because there are points where the creature tries to manipulate Frankenstein by telling him, like, "Oh, I'm so miserable, you have to help me," that sort of thing. So this feels like one of the lines where he was trying to manipulate Frankenstein, but I can't say for sure. Okay, well, that was today's random quote from the book. And now we move on to the first game of two. It's only two games today. First one is Dr. Frankenstein Creates a Dragon. Okay? From 2023. It's a browser game by Hannah Schultz. The player must choose the fates of both Dr. Frankenstein and the dragon as you travel down various pathways. No idea what that means. Truly. I must have loaded this game at some point, but it's a mystery to me. It is a browser game, so let's go ahead and hop into there. Intriguing. Click here for the Works Cited page. We want to play the game. You are Dr. Frankenstein. Can I zoom in more? One more zoom, maybe? Yes, okay. You are Dr. Frankenstein, and you're in the process of giving life to a new creature, starting from scratch. You have all of the internal body parts, but you need to create the external features. Your creature will take on the form of a dragon? That's a new one. You, Dr. Frankenstein, have gathered all the necessary materials to scientifically reproduce the eternal features of your dragon. Scales, horns, wings, etc. You're aware of the ancient myths that dragons can breathe fire, and are debating whether or not humanity would be intrigued or frightened by a fire-breathing dragon. After a long debate, you decide that it is a necessary component. Give your dragon the ability to breathe fire. When am I going to make choices? Your dragon awakens, looking around the lab in fear. Startled by your presence, the dragon lets out a large puff of fire that goes straight for your hair, singeing the ends to a crisp. Another ball of fire escapes its mouth, lighting one of the rugs on the floor on fire. Realizing how potentially dangerous your dragon is, you become fearful of its capabilities. Would it be better to take responsibility for the dragon or try to train it? Train a dragon, really, with the risk of burning alive. Or would you rather avoid the responsibility for your creation and release him into the wild, hoping it does not inflict harm on the outside world? Here we go. There's a choice. So, attempt to teach the dragon to control his fire breathing, or release him into the wild and hope that he does not return. I mean, that's what happens. That's what actually happens with Frankenstein, is he lets it go. Let's try to train it. Why not? You quickly put out the fires. The dragon watches you closely, curious as to why you're destroying the only thing it knows how to create. Don't worry, dragon. You just need to learn how to control the urge to blow fire when it is not necessary. The dragon looks at you quizzically, trying to understand what you've said. You mustn't use your fire for harm, only for warmth in the winter perhaps, or for last resort protection. You further explain. Can you agree to that? The dragon agrees, acknowledging your reasoning and proving that your words were understood. The dragon disagrees and blows a small ring of fire around your head in defiance. Why am I making that choice? That should be AI controlled or whatever. But let's do the fun thing. Gasping, you jump back, attempting to avoid being burnt. The dragon lets out a smoky laugh, amused by your reaction. Angrily, you say, "Dragon, your behavior is out of control. I gave you life, yet you refuse to listen to your master. Be gone with you, dragon. I must punish you." Whoa. So either you banish the dragon or you punish the dragon. Yikes. Either choice is rough, but let's be real jerks here and go with punishment. Dragon, you cannot misbehave in this manner. As a consequence, I will fasten this fire-resistant muzzle around your mouth until you've understood that you cannot play with fire so recklessly. It is a dangerous weapon which could cause harm, not only to me, but others around you, the whole village perhaps. Now come here so I can put this on you, and don't even think about resisting me, or I will think of a punishment far more severe than this. The dragon obeys you, ashamed of its previous actions and fearful of worse punishment. Oh, no choice there. All right. Thank you for obeying, dragon. Because... Wait, what is that? Should I be able to see that picture? It kind of looks like I should, but maybe not. All right, thank you for obeying. Because you agreed so quickly, I think I'm going to put you to use. To use? Showing you how to properly use your fire. You could be very helpful around here. I shall teach you to build a fire. There goes another very loud airplane, which is the thing I have to deal with around here. You show the dragon how to find and gather the optimal type of wood for fires and carry the lot back to your house. Tentatively, you let the dragon into the living room, placing the wood in the hearth of the fireplace. Now, dragon, blow a small amount of fire at the base of the pile so that a flame ignites. From there, the fire should catch the rest of the wood, and you should have a toasty, well-blazing fire in no time. Give it a try, but be cautious. The dragon gives a slight nod of recognition and bends its neck down toward the logs beginning to blow. The dragon aims perfectly, igniting the wood without a problem. The dragon cannot control the direction of the fire, and the flames ignite to the left of the fireplace, setting alight your favorite chair. I think we should keep introducing drama into this scenario. Yeah, at this point, I mean, the Frankenstein angle, I guess, is just that this dragon was built and given life. But it does seem like the author was more interested in the dragon part than the Frankenstein part. Oh dear, dragon, what have you done? You begin to spray water on the chair as fast as you can, but it's too late. The flames have completely engulfed your favorite chair, leaving a large pile of ash on the floor where it used to be. Angry, you turn to the dragon in a fit of rage. The dragon notices the anger in your eyes and suddenly feels threatened. Dragon, you worthless piece of rot. All you had to do was aim correctly. Sorry if I've startled you, dragon. I know that you just need some practice. Anyway, I think you're doing quite well for your first day. Should we keep being a jerk? I feel like if I keep pushing this dragon, I'm going to get burned. But let's do it. Furious, you impulsively decide that you do not want the hassle of taking care of this dangerous beast. Convincing yourself that you'll be better off without the dragon, you say, "Be gone with you, dragon." The dragon looks at you, startled by your sudden impulse to banish him from your presence. I said, "Be gone." Angry, the dragon turns and flies away, heading toward the village exit. I hope that beast doesn't harm anyone like he has to me. Bruh. Alright, well we're back in the Frankenstein zone with banishing the creature we made and then unleashing it onto the world, so we're back in there. You mutter as the dragon gets further from sight. Suddenly, you hear a shriek coming from the direction nearest the dragon. Gee, who could have predicted this? Fearful, you run toward the sound and come across the dragon burning a house down. Dragon, no, you shout, frantically waving your arms to catch the dragon's attention. The dragon turns and peers at you menacingly. Then it turns its great head and continues to blow a storm of fire onto the fragile wooden house. The neighbors begin to run fearfully out of their houses, horrified by the destructive beast in their presence. Somebody kill it, a villager shouts. At the sound of that phrase, the dragon meets her gaze with fear in its eyes. You know that every creature is afraid of death, but you are unsure if you should let your creation be killed or attempt to save it. What do? Run back to your house and let the neighbors control the dragon's fate. Attempt to call the villagers down and take responsibility for the dragon's actions. Hold on, my throat's getting... I have water this time. Maybe it's just that all this fire talk is... It's drying out my throat. It's burning my throat. Okay. Do we run back? Again, let's just be a jerk in this playthrough. Why not? You turn and flee without looking back, knowing that if you leave the scene unnoticed, you won't have to deal with the repercussions. When you arrive at your house, you lock the door and run up the stairs to the highest window that overlooks the village. At the far end, you see that another few houses have got up in flame. Oh no, you groan. This is all my fault. Suddenly you hear a knock on your door. Who could that be? You ask yourself quietly. Heading down to the front door, you timidly open it. Standing in front of you is... Oh, the dragon. Oh, hello, dragon. I was not expecting you back so soon. The dragon lets out a horrendous roar and disperses fire around your doorframe, angry that you let it to this point. Dragon, no. I'm sorry for angering you earlier. Please forgive me, you plead, fearful that the dragon may take your life. Dragon, having picked up on a bit of language, replies, too late. The dragon lets out another puff of fire, setting the roof alight. Must suffer for treating me with no love, dragon hisses. What do you respond? Dragon, I'm sorry, forgive me, and I will raise you like a real creator would. Dragon, if you continue to do this, I'll have to kill you. Yep. We're taking the dark path here. The dragon looks at you, threatened by your words. It knows that you are capable of killing, but the dragon is very aware of its own capabilities. Dragon, you must stop this. You know that this is wrong. Please stop or I will carry out my word, you explain calmly, hoping that the dragon will give in and obey you. Dragon ponders a moment, then rapidly runs back toward the center of the village, lighting everything in its path on fire, submits to your demand, and promises to stop the fires. No, we're taking the path of total destruction. In shock as the village is eaten alive by the fiery orange flames, you realize that this entire ordeal is solely your fault. Knowing that you cannot be blamed for the disaster, you gather what you can salvage from your burning house and trek through the woods. Never to be seen by any of the village survivors again. Often you return and observe from a safe distance what has become of the village, a pile of ash, mostly, wow, and sit pondering your fate, wondering if the path you chose was the right one. The end. And that was quite a run. That was lengthy. Some of these text adventures can be pretty short. They let you do multiple runs, but I feel like that was a pretty decent run right there. So this is going to be the ending that we settle with. The one where we have unleashed the creature, except unlike the original story, where they eventually... Actually, no, this is kind of following the same path. The creature is just destroying stuff and causing havoc. But no, in the original, the doctor does eventually get angry enough that he wants to fight and kill the creature. So that's a difference. It seems like this protagonist in this story that we chose is like, I'm out. I'm bailing. That's it. That's it for the game called Dr. Frankenstein Creates a Dragon. Very true. That is a totally true statement in the title. All right, so let's move on to game 2. Final game of today. Frankenstein's Assistant, which is also a browser game, so we can hop over there. It's from 2023. It's by Samantha G. 168. It is an interactive experience in the story and retelling of the events of the book. So let's hop in. All right, Frankenstein's Assistant by Samantha Go. Oh, that was it. So, okay, so the title's right there. So I knew this was about the assistant. But what do I do? Tonight at midnight, I plan on creating a new human by mixing chemicals and old body parts together. Please go to the graveyard and find body parts of any recently deceased individual. Go find a pair of legs for me. You still need to find a head. Oh, so if I want to check in on what parts I'm missing, I go back here and he tells me. So, I mean, right now we're missing everything. Find a torso for the creature's body. We're still missing body parts. I wonder what the unknown chemicals and organs in mason jars are on the table. All right, nothing from there. What if I go this way? What? I want to know what engine this is. This feels like it might be Pico 8, maybe, or something. I like the style. I like the aesthetic, the simple graphics. That's great. Warm soup, yum. Yeah, we haven't had too many of these retro throwbacks. I guess we've had a few. We had that one platformer that was like an Amiga game, so yeah, we've had a few retro style things, because this is very retro style, obviously. Alright, well, I guess... Alright, that's the exit to the house. Why is there a chest right there? Hold on, I think I missed one room. Let me go up here. This room isn't ready yet. Frankenstein will unlock it once he gets all the body parts. Oh, okay. So it's on me. I wonder how the collection's gonna work. That looks like an eyeball. Decaying eye lies on the ground, half eaten by the crow. crow pecked at the singular eyeball on the ground. Can I do anything? As far as controls, all I'm doing is using the arrow keys to like move around. Or WASD. Yeah? No. Nope. Alright, well, I guess we'll leave that alone. Oh, look at that. Every day I pray that my loved one will come back to life. Ooh, a lady. Or a person. That's a bad call. Wilting flower left on someone's grave. Right, what is this? You began to dig up this fresh grave. You found a bloodied torso. Okay. Here lies a loving mother of 3. Oh, only certain things are interactive. That's really good. That's a really good way to communicate. What is interactive, what is not. Just different color. That's cool. Can I go down there? Nope, not letting me. Alright, here we go. What's this? The grave is recent. You began to dig up the corpse. You found a pair of legs. It's missing some skin on the knees, but it should suffice. Alright, what's this guy? The crow curiously pecks at the tombstone. Alright, what about this? 1875 to 1880. Ooh, that's a bummer. That's one of those shortest novels ever written sort of things. Alright, what do we down here? Okay, let's go in here. In loving memory of the moon to my stars. That's nice. Crematorium, grave robbers keep out. Can I go this way? Oh, what's that? This grave is the shape of the cross. Hanging on it is a necklace with a key pendant. You grab the key. What does it open? I like that wavy text. I really am curious what they used to make this. I'll see if I can find the info. The key opens the door to the crematorium. The crematorium, as Hank Hill might say. It's empty. I can't get body parts from here. This body hasn't been cremated yet. You took the body's head. This body is still in the process of cremation. You should leave it alone. I'm assuming this door would have been locked until I picked up the key that I got earlier. An empty bowl. Seems like someone already took the ashes. A bowl of ashes. Alright, well, we've collected a lot of stuff. Like, I'm thinking we have all we need. Let's go up this way and see where we end up, alright? Can I steal the eyeball? Nope, still not allowed. Alright, let's just head on back, because I think we have all we need. Oh, look at that. Alright, Doc. This should be everything, right? With my new species of human, I can renew life where death had apparently devoted the body to corruption. Oh, so you found a good pair of legs for the creature. You found a head. The brain is still intact. I just need to mix a few chemicals. You found a good torso. I'll wipe off the blood and mix it with chemicals. You found all the body parts I need. I can finally bring a human back to life. Go meet the new human in the next room. The human has been brought to life. Oh, look at that. It's a new human. Erg. What happened to me? You explained to the creature that they are a new being created by Dr. Frankenstein to show that life can be renewed from death. You explained to them that they were created from stolen body parts and chemicals. The creature did not like that at all and killed you for stealing body parts from the deceased and using them to play God and bring the dead back to life. Frankenstein's Assistant by Samantha Go. Is that really the ultimate ending? What other ending could there be? We only have one objective. I think that was it. So, there you go. Short and sweet. But that was Frankenstein's Assistant from 2023 by Samantha Go. I like it. As I said before, I like the visuals, I like the sound. I just think it's a very simple, effective presentation of this story. In this case, we've seen this before, where we play as the assistant gathering parts for the doctor. I don't think I've seen an ending. Well, admittedly, I haven't completed too many of those games where we were the assistant, but yeah, I guess that's a plausible ending. When you explain the creature what they are and how they came to be, anger, I think, is a valid response. So, there we go. One last thing. Let's see if we can read what engine they used. I'll have to reload it, I think, to read the text below. All right. Do you tell anything about what you used? The interactive and artistic elements of VII help me explore these aspects of the game. VII. Is that a game development? An SDK? Not clear. Here you go. I'll have the link to all these things as we go, but if you want more info, I guess as I might do, I might click on this link just to get more information about what they did. Oh, what is this? I found a one-way road at the cemetery where you can only go north from south area and can't go south from the north. Okay, yeah. They also discovered that one path that was blocked for some reason. All right, cool. That's it. That's it for this game. And that's it for today, because there was only 2 games. So that's the end of day 28 of the FrankenGames. We're almost there. There's like a handful of games left. I cannot believe we're already here. It's been both a long journey, and suddenly it feels like it's been a very short journey. But we are almost there. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.